I'm Christina Mendonça. Folsom Lake supplies the entire city with water, and Folsom Dam helps keep hundreds of thousands of people safe as the city starts to build south and we become more vulnerable to the ebbs and flows of drought and flood years. We thought it a good idea to get a better understanding of how water flows into and through the city. When you grab a glass of water from your tap, you may not think about how it got there or where it's going once it hits your drain. But there's a complex system in place and enviable rights you have to this water because you live in Folsom.
Back in the 60s, the city was fortunate to have a group of leaders who understood the value of Folsom controlling its own water destiny. So they put together an agreement with the Natomas Company to buy 33,000 acre-feet.
Bob Holderness is a longtime resident, former city leader, and attorney in Folsom.
That laid the foundation for a generation of prosperity. It's not the only source of water, but it's the main source of water.
Until the 1980s, water passing through Folsom was in an open ditch system. This pipe at Livermore Park used to be part of that system. It's now part of a playground water feature. The pipes are underground now, and the water still passes through the city, but those senior water rights ensure Folsom is served first.
So if you looked at Folsom Reservoir just as one large bucket, and you identified how much water the city would need at build-out, which would include the areas south of Highway 50, about 4% of that total bucket would meet the needs of the city.
Marcus Yasutake is the director of water management in Folsom. We're at the treatment plant where up to 50 million gallons a day are processed.
If you look at just 2017, so a year maybe removed from being in drought mandatory restrictions, the city of Folsom used about 57% of the total water supplies and contracts that the city has.
So Folsom has plenty of water now and for the future. But that doesn't mean we aren't linked and impacted by what's happening to water in other parts of the state.
If you look at California's water system and the system that's in place to deliver water throughout California, whether it's for municipal and industrial purposes or for agricultural purposes, our system is all linked together. Whether it's from the American River or the Sacramento River, the state and federal projects are all interconnected.
And when the Delta water gets murky, Folsom water managers are called upon to help.
It takes water from Folsom to get to the Delta about a day. It could take 3 to 4 days, maybe 5 days from Shasta or Orville to reach the Delta. So a lot of times, Folsom will become what we call a first responder in terms of meeting Delta water quality needs.
So the next time you grab a glass from the tap, you'll know where your water came from, where it's going, and Folsom's water rights and water responsibilities within the state. I'm Christina Mendonça for Folsom Focus.